having 10 local instructors share their passion is just kind of a way to unite the community even with the social distancing. We can still connect. I'm really glad to have my daughter here. This is Auburn. She actually goes to Auburn University, so kind of ironic there. That's where I went to school. We named her Auburn, and lo and behold, this year she started college, having a wonderful freshman year, and then of course with the COVID-19, she's home now, and probably never expected she'd be exercising in her mom's she shed on Facebook Live. So much gratitude to you, Auburn. She's got a test this afternoon. She studies 8 to 10 hours a day. I'm really grateful that she's taking a little time out. We want to emphasize in our Pilates, our breath, and our core. So I'm going to have you start just here in standing. Put the hands on your rib cage. We have intercostal muscles, and intercostal muscles are designed to help us inhale. When you breathe in, I want you to feel the expansion of those intercostal muscles. They're allowing space and room for your lungs. And as you exhale, feel how the ribs that are attached to your abdominals knit together. They generate strength. The inhale creates stretch. It lifts and opens your ribs. The exhale draws the belly in and it supports your spine. Continue that a couple times. If we can generate a strong breath, you're going to have a stronger core, and you're also, most importantly, here during a respiratory virus, we need to strengthen our lung capacity. We need to strengthen that support of our inspirational muscles, our muscles of inhalation. Now put your hands on your belly, your low belly. Take a nice breath in again. We call it lateral expansion. The rib cage expands. As you exhale, gently pull your belly into your backbone. Inhale, feel your rib cage expand. Exhale, feel your belly draw in. So these deep abdominal muscles, this is your internal space. This is your corset. This is what supports us and helps stabilize our spine and decrease risk of injury. The most important exercise you can do is breathing, right? I highly recommend it. So when we inhale, Jill Pilates said to laterally expand on your inhale. On your exhale, gently draw your belly in and up like you're zipping up a tight pair of pants. All right, let's take a seat on our mat. I promised a little bit of muscular tension release before we get into some of our strength building. So we want to release these muscles. Being tight doesn't necessarily correlate with being strong by any means. So if we can release these muscles a bit, kind of generate some hydration of your fascia tissue. That's the internal sheath that connects us head to toe. We want our fascia to be hydrated, to be flexible, to permit a sense of stretch. Pause on one side here and take some shoulder circles. I'm so glad you're here. I have worked here at home training in my home for 15 years now at least. But this is my first time ever going live. Reverse those circles. As we circle, notice here, you can just move the shoulder joint. However, because we're linked, we can add to that thoracic extension. So now my spine is moving in conjunction with my shoulder. And then reverse that. So after you've isolated the shoulder, integrate your shoulder into your spine and take notice, friends, where is that stretch greatest? What might we be lacking in that muscular fascial sheath? And now everybody pause on one side here. Go back to that breath we did in standing. Inhale, expand through your side bodies. Exhale, feel the belly draw in. One more time. So breathing here in the side bend and twist. Finding new space for that air to permeate. Bring it back up. Let's take it to the opposite side. So lengthen, lift, and then side bend, and find that gentle shoulder circle. Notice the isolation of your shoulder. Now, take note of the integration of your spine with your shoulder as we move into thoracic extension and thoracic flexion. And friends, the more we're on the computer, the more we're looking at our keyboard, the more important it is to find some of this thoracic extension so we don't end up kind of forward hunch, forward shoulders. Reverse that movement like a backstroke. Experience that circle, that thoracic extension. Can you keep your opposite sitting bone on the earth? So there's a fixed point from which we stretch. Good. Now pause in that rotation. Breathe into your back here. Imagine your lungs like balloons. Fill them up with air. Best thing we can do right now is to increase that vital capacity of our lungs. Great. And then bring it back up to the center and just roll those shoulders back and down. Bring your arms up. Little field goal post arms, cactus pose. Switch the cross of the legs. Okay? Opposite leg in front. Taking a rotation. Inhale tall. As you exhale, wring the air out as you gently twist to one side. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, gently twist opposite side. Good. Come back to the center. Do that one more time. Now, if it's challenging for you to sit cross-legged, I invite you to get a blanket, boost yourself up. Our hips get tight. Good. One more time here. From the center, we're going to twist. Hold the twist. Bring the hand to the knee, the opposite hand behind you. Boost you up like a kickstand. Breathe there in that twist. Can you relax your shoulders? Bring that back arm by your ear. Take a little forward reach. And now let that hand wrap to your front knee. Pull your belly back to your backbone. Return cactus arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. One hand behind, one hand to that front knee. Lift through the crown of the head. Little head ramp. So we're not projecting the neck forward. Draw it back. Back hand by your ear. Lift and then stretch out over that front thigh. Wrap it over the knee. Pull your belly back. And then voila, here we are back in cactus arms. Relax those arms. Okay? So remember, I want you to find that full capacity of your breath. On each exhale, as if you were blowing out birthday candles, pull that belly in. Your transverse abdominal muscle, the best way to tone your outer abs is to tone the deepest layer, and you do that through your breath. Come up to 4-point. So hands and knees. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're taking a tummy vacuum. On the inhale, the belly relaxes. On the exhale, draw the belly in towards your backbone. So there's no movement of your spine. Inhale, let your belly hang out. You can do it in your home, right? Nobody's looking. Let your belly hang out for all it's worth. On the exhale, draw your belly in and up. Internal corset. Inhale, belly relaxes. Exhale, lift the belly. And now move into a spinal flexion. Curling tailbone to crown of the head. And reverse that. Inhale, reach your tailbone, lengthen the crown of the head long. Pull your heart through your hands. Make space, make length for yourself. Repeat that a few times. Joseph Pilates said, we're only as young as our spine is flexible. We're only as old as our spine is flexible. You'll see people 90 years old who have maintained great flexibility in their body. And then we all know, myself included at times, very tight and my spine lacking flexibility. Now granted, I've been doing Pilates for about 20 years and my flexibility and strength is probably better now than it was at 30. One more time, find that gentle flexion and find the extension. Each vertebra has the ability to move independent of the other. Take a right hand out to your side and then bring the right hand back behind your head. Gently ramp the chin towards the chest. Again, so we're aligning the spine, driving through that left arm, rotate. You're not going to feel like you go far here. That's okay. Inhale back to your center. Exhale, rotate thoracic. Your thoracic spine is designed for rotation, not your low back. But so often our thoracic stability. One more time here, find your rotation. Now take your elbow towards your opposite elbow. So reach across your body a bit. Feel your shoulder blade, beautiful, Auburn. Wrap around your rib cage. Repeat that. Open to one side, and then keeping the left arm straight, roll elbow to elbow. One more time. Open, thoracic rotation, and then a bit of flexion under. Good. And back to the center, opposite arm. So hand behind the head and gently ramp your head. Press your head into your hand. Inhale in your center. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale back to the center. Excuse me. Exhale, lift and rotate. Now, how are your abdominals doing here? Do you still have that in and up connection of your belly to your backbone? 2 more times, and we can start adding that opposite direction of elbow to elbow. Good. Spiraling, breathing. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more time, and spiral, open, but low back stable. I haven't cued that. I'm not moving my hips, not moving the pelvis. I'm generating rotation above the belly button, and then back to your center. Rest that hand back down. Take a little forearm stretch. So turn one hand, fingers towards you. This is great. All of us who are stuck on our computers, stuck on our texting, as important as it is for social connection, you might be finding some tightness through that forearm. Take a little rock back and forth. And then let's release the fascia through the opposite forearm. Try to spread out those fingers if you can. Fingers facing towards you. A little rock back and forth here. Maybe a little weight shift side to side. Nice. All right, let's give our wrists a rest. Come down to your forearms. Okay. Go back to that idea of drawing your belly into your backbone. Not rounding your back, just drawing those deepest layers of your abdominal fibers in to support your low back. Drive the ground away through your forearms. So you're creating shoulder blade protraction. I want you to separate your shoulder blades. Let's work through that movement a few times. Inhale, let your shoulder blades sag together. Exhale, drive them apart. Continue there. Inhale, little sag, beautiful. Try to keep your belly and ribs into you. Remember that your ribs attach to your abdominals. So if you splay out your ribs, chances are you've relaxed your core. We want to try to connect those parts from our rib to our hip bones. 2 more times. Shoulder blade flossing here. Getting some movement through those shoulder blades. Good. Drive the ground away. Bring yourself back up one time here. Same exercise. Pull your ribs in, pull your belly in. Feel that connection rib to hips. Let your shoulder blades lie together. And then press them apart. Shoulder blades connect and press apart. So this is a great way to strengthen and broaden your mid-back without creating anterior shoulder stress. A lot of times people go into push-ups when their back is weak and the front of their shoulders are tight. They create an impingement, rotator cuff issue. Strengthen your back body. Don't be as concerned with the push-ups until you have a balance between the front and the back. Now hold that driving away. Push the ground away. Draw the belly in. Step back into your plank. So find a nice plank position here. Breathing in and out. On the inhale, feel the breath go to your rib cage. On the exhale, draw the belly into your backbone. Feel pretty level here. Great. One more time. Big breath in. Lengthen head to tail. And exhale, belly lifts in and up. Come down to the knees. All right. You're going to pivot. So Auburn, you might be facing the back. That's okay. Pivot your right knee like a little kickstand. Bring the right wrist under your shoulder and taking a look at a side plank. So my right knee and hip align, my left leg reaching long. Lift that top arm, reach it away from your foot and just create some space there. Drive through that bottom arm. Breathe here. Take that top hand, place it behind your head. We're ramping the head back again. From here, little rotation down towards the ground. It's small. And then back to the center, chest, heart to the ceiling. Continue that 2 more times. Gently rotate, chest towards the earth. And rotate, chest towards the heavens. back, opening up this shoulder back to the center. Move back to your plank. Find your forearm plank one more time. Breathing here. Feel your shoulders gently connect down your back. So we have space between the ears and the shoulders. Return to your knees. Left knee this time. So pardon me, my back will be towards you. You're going to side kick, kickstand that left knee, rotate. Top arm goes up. Good. Feel length head to tail. Start to carry that top arm over your ear. How much stretch can you find? Can you lift the underside of your body? Can you lift that top leg? Reaching here. Return the top leg. Bring the hand behind your head. Press your head back into your hands. Inhale here as you exhale, upper body, thoracic rotation. Inhale, open the heart towards the sky. 2 more times here. Just explore. It's not right or wrong. It's not perfection. It's getting in tune with your body from the inside out. And rotate. And open. Return back to the center. Last time here, go to your forearms. Let's give that wrist a rest. Forearm plank, gently drive the ground away, extend those legs back. Keep the energy broad through the mid-back. Alternate a little knee touch, so one knee touches. From your belly, lift it. Opposite knee, and lift. Here's 6, for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Rest those knees down. Friends, bring your feet together. Take the knees apart. Take a stretch back. Take a little child's pose here. Breathe there. Walk your hands to the right side, finding a lateral stretch. So Auburn's trying to reach her left hand further than her right. Her pinky finger is trying to win the race here on her left side. The whole fascia from her pinky finger to her shoulder to her left hip gently drawing back is creating some stretch. Good. Walk your hands back through the center and then walk them over to the left side. Breathe there, right? Let your body settle. Find this sense of connection of your breath into your body, and it's the breath that strengthens our brain. I don't care how physically fit you are during our quarantine, the most important strength we can find in this time is that mental strength. It's resiliency, it's persistence. In some cases, it's acceptance, and the breathing strengthens your corpus callosum. It's a meditative practice that improves cognition. Good. Bring yourself back to the center and come on up to sitting. Now we begin Pilates. All right, so a rolling down. We're going to bring our feet flat. Sitting bones, move the flesh if you need to, and sit up tall. Feel like there's a string from the crown of the head and it's picking up your side bodies. It's not picking up your shoulders, it's lengthening your spine. On the exhale, draw the low belly back and start to roll yourself back a few inches, carving out the center of your body. Then inhale, return yourself back up. Exhale, the low belly moves first. Generate those connections. Joseph Pilates said, no mindless movements. As you return back up, draw the belly in, lengthen through the crown of the head. One more time, inhale tall. Exhale, start to curl. It's the tailbone, the pelvis, the low back. Pause there. Maybe you can bring the arms out in front. Feel like your hands are on a steering wheel. Inhale here as you exhale, just rotate to one side, but don't let the pelvis, low back move. Inhale back to your center. Exhale, rotate opposite side. Good. Inhale back to the center. One more time here, gently twisting that upper body. Maybe you can look behind that shoulder. Notice how your gaze increases the effect of those abdominal muscles. Good. And then back to your center. Everyone lower yourself all the way down. Take a full body stretch. Adjust yourself on the mat. And I should say, if you have just a yoga mat, they tend to be rather thin. You might want to grab a blanket or double up your mat or be on the carpet. Hug your right knee into your chest. Just give it a nice little stretch here. Circle that right hip and knee around a couple times. Creating some synovial fluid and just getting that lubrication in the hip joint. Great. Return the right leg to the mat. Hug your left knee into your chest. As you do so, we're still thinking of making space. Can I sink my belly further away from the spine? Do I feel my back gently into the earth? Can I feel like my rib cage is gently flush because of my core connection? Right, now one more time. Let that leg go long. Reach the arms out nice and long. Feeling that space. Feet come flat. Hands behind your head. Find an upper body curl. So from the crown of the head floating, through my throat, through my collarbones, and I bring my gaze towards my knees, not towards the ceiling. This is no man's land, a lot of work on the neck. I want to work my core. What I'm using to create the tension to strengthen my core is my head, neck, shoulders. Not lifting with my head, neck, shoulders. I'm lifting with my internal sphinx. And then lower yourself back down. Inhale here, exhale, find that upper body curl. Elbows reaching wide at the diagonal. Inhale to lower. One more time here. Exhale, we curl. Hold that curl. Hold that upper body. Reach your right fingers long past your hips. Take a nice breath in. Reach the left fingers long past your hips. Begin to move those arms up and down. We breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. And in 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Right knee can come tabletop. I'm still emphasizing that exhale, zipping up those pants, sinking belly to backbone. Bring your right foot down. Just the generation of force from pumping those arms up and down makes your core work harder. This is designed to be 100 breaths. Let's add on right knee up, left knee up. Using that breath, sinking my belly, I have the option of extending those legs. The further those legs move from the center of the body, the greater the amount of work to my core. You have the option here of lowering those legs a little bit to challenge, of lifting the legs to strengthen the low belly, scooping away from your feet. Let's go one more time here. I hope you're feeling your center. I am. And then rest it all back in. Circle those hips and knees a couple times in one direction. Are you feeling your center, Auburn?
Yes.
Okay. We have to roll up. Take those legs long. And let's start with a little bit of a bent knee, okay? So that's a modification for us. Press the inner thighs together. Sink the belly down. Carry the arms behind your head without letting your ribcage lift. This is core strength. Your setup should feel like work. Float your fingers. Float the head. Peel your body up. That first one's a doozy. Pull your belly back as you stretch it over. And then draw your belly back. And by all means, soften those knees if you need to and move through your spine. Resist gravity. Gravity wants you to plop down. It wants you to fall down. You're resisting on that return trip. Try it again. Inhale, float. Exhale, peeling up. Reaching, it's less of a hamstring stretch and more of a side body reach. Not getting low necessarily, getting long. Draw the belly back. Feel your shoulders gently into your back as you lower everything back down. 2 more times. Inhale, float. Exhale, peel up. Pull your belly back as you stretch forward. Inhale, shoulders gently plug in. Exhale, feel every vertebra find its way down. Last time, like you're peeling a banana. It comes up one at a time. Peeling up, belly, ribs picking up to the ceiling. Pick up your back body and roll yourself back down. Awesome. All right, single leg circles. So left leg stays long. Hug your right knee into your chest. A bit of limbering here. Just extend and bend a few times. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're finding some focus with that breath. Hold that left leg up. Take an outer or an inner thigh stretch. Carry your right leg away from the midline of your body. Keep your left hip gently on the earth. It's going to want to roll. Try to keep it anchored. Come back to the center. IT band stretch. Opposite hand to the outer thigh. Draw it across your body. Feel your shoulders still on the mat. And then back at the start, single leg circles. We cross the midline, circle down to the side and up. Inhale and exhale around and up. Stretch, circle around for 3. Stretch, circle around for 2. Reach, circle around, pause at the top. Stabilize with your upper body. Go out to the side. Circle down and up 5. Inhale, exhale around 4. Side, circle low and up 3. We're not rocking like we're on a boat. We stabilize as the leg moves. Now hold here. 3 straight leg scissors. Scissor. For 3 and 2 and 1. And left leg comes in, right leg reaches long. Bend and straighten that left hip and knee a few times. Start to limber. So we talk about oppositional energy. I have energy reaching up through the left heel. I have energy reaching down from my abdominals into my back. I have energy out the right heel, energy lengthening through the crown of the head. Okay, there's lots of space to be found here. Pause with that leg lifted. Give yourself that inner thigh stretch. So carry the leg away from the midline. Can you keep the opposite hip gently anchored? And then back to the center. Carry it over your body. Feel that opposite shoulder on the mat. And then return to the center. Press the arms into the earth. Take a breath that links your ribs to your hips. Cross your center. Circle around 5. Inhale, circle around 4. Try to make it fluid. Think about what can you soften. We don't want to move stiff and rigid. Pause at the top. Reverse it. Side, deep crossing up 5. Inhale, exhale for 4. Lengthening. Not just the leg. Feel the side bodies. Hold it at the top. 3 scissors to transition. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Hug those knees in. All right, rock and roll yourself up to sitting. All right, so some of Pilates is playful. And that's a good thing, right? We don't need to take everything in life seriously, including our Pilates. We want to do it well, we want to prevent injury, but we also want to just enjoy how our body can move differently, and often like children. So rolling like a ball. We lift the hips to the heels, draw the heels in towards your backside. Elbows are wide. See if you can move your chest away from your thighs an inch or 2. So you're carving out the center of your body. From that place, we inhale, rock to the shoulder blades. Exhale up, try to balance your feet. Don't let them touch. Inhale, rock. Exhale up. Bit of spinal massage. 3 more. Okay, head stays down. Initiate from your center. Last time here. Great. All right. There's 5 abdominal exercises that Joseph Pilates said if you only have 5 minutes in the day, you should do these. All right. So right knee's in, left leg's lengthening long, my elbows are wide, my belly's pulling back, lower down to your shoulder blades. Here's that same upper body curl. I stretch in, and as much as I stretch in, I reach away with that opposite leg. And switch. Pause here. Stretch in, sink belly, and switch. Inhale for 2, and exhale for 2. Exercise your breath. And exhale for 2. Inhale deep. Exhale. Last time. And then take a little rest. So all of these can be done with your head and shoulders on the mat, and you're still working your core. So if you're feeling any kind of strain, back off, modify. There's always places you can go with these exercises and still derive great benefit. All right, so your second one, curling crown of the head towards the knees, sinking belly down. It's called the double leg stretch. Start with your arms by your sides. Shoot those legs out. This is like your hollow body hold. This is a very familiar athletic gymnastics move. And then hug it back in. Inhale, lengthen the sides of your body. And exhale, hug in. One more time like that. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, we're adding the arms behind us. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, stretch, stretch, stretch. Like you're in a taffy pull. 2 more. And reach. Return. And stretch. And in. Good. Take a little rest. Turn the head side to side, right? Reduce any stretch to the neck. Third one, single straight leg stretch. Take your right leg up. Take the left leg at a 45-degree angle. Keep your head and shoulders resting here for a minute. Sink the belly, wide elbows. It's a gentle pull with the back of the hands towards the thigh, and then switch. Pull, pull, switch. So this is a modification, but I can exaggerate the sense of length. I feel no stress or strain to my neck. How can I strongly connect my core? Option exists to bring the hands to the calf or ankle, elbows wide, one more time, and then rest back down. So a great dynamic hamstring stretch you find in your single straight leg stretch. All right, the lower lift. Hands get to support our head on this one. That feels good. You'll feel your thumbs right behind your neck. Give yourself a little massage there. Now curl, head, nose, throat. Feel width through your elbows, strong upper mid-back. Take the legs to the sky. Now check in, can you rest your head in your hands? I want your head and neck to be on vacation. They are resting in the hammock. You are curling up because of the connection of your abdominals to your rib cage, not because you're straining your neck. Head and neck rests in the hands. Inhale, reach those legs long. Exhale, sink belly, lift up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink belly up. 3 more, and we say goodbye to the legs, and in hello. And lengthen those abdominals, and then it's concentric contraction. One more time. Eccentric lengthening. Exhale, rest it back down. Okay, last one, crisscross. Head into the hands, curl your upper body up. Elbows reaching towards the diagonals. Right knee in, left leg long. Rotate, shoulder towards knee. Just hold here. Take your eyes towards your back elbow. Just by using your eyes, you increase the work of those abdominals. Come back to the center, left knee in, rotate, look eyeballs to the right, back corner, left corner there. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Now, don't move your pelvis here. I'm not rocking my hips. I am rotating with our theme of thoracic rotation, stabilizing my low back, reaching long through my limbs. Let's speed it up here. Exhale, 6. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Great job. Come on up to sitting. So those are our 5 abdominal series. Let's do spine stretch. It's kind of a restorative movement, and then we'll strengthen the back body. So legs extend. Find the sitting bones. If you need to, build yourself up on a blanket. Okay, if my husband was doing this class with me, there's a good chance he'd be here. He often needs to support himself because he's tight in the low back and hamstrings. Bring the arms up. Just take a breath here. Okay, get back into that breath. On the inhale, your spine naturally lengthens. Let that happen. On the exhale, the abdominal muscles support your spine in that newfound length. Inhale tall. Now on the exhale, start to curl. Peel your body over like you're curling over a beach ball. Okay? Lifting as you curl. It's not collapsing. Draw the low belly back and pick yourself back up. Inhale tall. Exhale, peel through. Each little vertebra getting a chance to move. Soften the knees a bit here. Try to lengthen out of your side bodies. Good, Auburn. Draw the belly back and stack yourself up. One more time. Inhale tall. Exhale. Now, I'm not going to let my shoulders rise. I noticed they were picking up there. They stay parallel to the ground. Let the spine move. Breathe into your back. And then bring yourself back up. Great. All right. There's a lot more we could do in that vein, but let's make sure we find some balance in our workout today. And I'd like you to move to your belly. So moving to the belly, reach those legs long behind you. Think of a mouse house. a little space between your belly and the mat. That's due to that core connection. Allow the head to rest on your hands and feel those legs as far away from you as you can. They can be in a V shape. If you're not too crunchy in your low back, you can narrow up the legs, but for some people that's uncomfortable, so create some space. Let's start with the upper body. Head round, drawing the chin towards the throat, lengthening the back of the neck and the crown of the head long. Find that float of your head of your chest. And then lower back down. Repeat that a few times, trying not to lose your core engagement. Still breathing, you're not just sucking in your belly, there's a constant flow of breath. You're toning, and rest the head back down. 2 more times. Lengthening. Think about an infant, a little baby. The first thing they learn how to do is how to lift the weight of their head. As we sit on our cell phones and computers, that weight of the head starts to draw us forward. We lose spine alignment, and it puts a lot more compressive force through our spine. Now hold the float, friends. So feel your chest just gently lifted. You're gazing down. Take your right arm to the right corner of the room. Feel both hip bones still on the mat. We haven't shifted our weight. Let all 10 toes rest. Return the right arm down. Rest yourself back down. Again, float the weight of the head. Left arm, reach it out to the left corner of the mat. Stay level through that body, not shifting our weight. Bring it back down. One more time, lift through the crown of the head. You still have that string making you go longer. This time, right arm. Double whammy, left arm. Pause there, pull your heart forward. Lengthen the heart forward as you gently ramp the head back. Breathe there. Turn your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Lower the arms down towards the earth. Pick them up for 3. Lower the arms down. Lift for 2. One more time, lower down. Lift the arms. Carry them out to your sides. Thumbs still up. Pull your heart forward. Get a little bit more lift there. And then press the arms back towards your hips. This time, thumbs down. Press in, lengthen your heart. Keep reaching, hold 3. Levitating for 2. Levitate for 1. And rest it back down. Take a little child's pose. After you work extension, nice to release that tension with a little stretch back. And then bring yourself back forward. 2 fists. Bring them towards each other. I'll face you up. We go back to the forearms, driving into the earth. Lift your belly. Yeah, on this one, you really pull in a little higher. We don't want to just be slumping and sagging into the low back. So press the pelvis in towards the earth, pull the belly in. The right heel, kick, kick to your backside and extend left. Kick, kick, reach. Kick, kick, reach. Can you keep those abdominals floating? Can you pull your heart forward? 4, 4, 4, 4. 3, 3, 3, 3. 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. Good. All right. Take your hands, clasp them over your low back. You can just do one into the other, or you can clasp them. We're just going to do an arrow. So legs are reaching long. Go back to the lengthening of your heart. Pull your heart forward. Reach the fingers down and just find a nice shoulder stretch here. Floating and lower back down. Those elbows can bend. 2 more times. Lengthen the hands past the tailbone. Lift the abdominals. Lengthen your heart. Doesn't have to be high. And lower back down. Last time. Reach. Lengthen. Lift. And rest back down. Great. That is spine extension. Take a stretch back. Spine extension is so important to work. So much of our culture, so much of our daily activities is pulling us into this forward head, rounded shoulders, collapsed sternum. We don't want to live there. Draw the chin back, open the shoulders, lift your heart, lengthen through the crown of the head. Last series, we're going to do side kicks. How are we doing on time, Auburn? We have all the time in the world. Let's just keep going. All right, elbow, shoulder, hip, and heel. You go to the back edge of your mat. Imagine that you're on a balance beam here. Okay? So already I feel my core firing so that I don't just topple over. Lift those legs up in line with your body and lower them back down. Your front hand is a source of support. It's not entirely keeping your balance. A lot of that's coming from your waistband, kind of pulling the side bodies together. When you lift your legs, feel that lifting through the waistband. The legs reflect the energy of your core. It's not just picking up the hips, lifting, lengthening the side bodies. Hold the lift, pike your hips forward, and at any time, you're more than welcome to rest your ear on your arm. Traditionally, you do a bit of a prop, and I'm still thinking of lengthening through the crown of my head, still gently pressing back. Top leg hip height. Keep your torso still, kick front for 2, and stretch back for 1. I just got an awesome back crack there. You can have your own chiropractic adjustment in many cases, just by keeping your body balanced from a strength and flexibility perspective. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more set. Inhale. Hold that back. Hold the leg reaching not into an arched, splayed back and rib cage, but a hip flexor stretch. Reach onto that. Take your top arm. Reach it to the high diagonal. Feel the space between your fingers and your toes. Generate that energy and space. Return it back home. Rotate heel to heel. So there's a slight turnout here. This is leg lifts. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. It can be helpful to keep that top hand on your thigh to remind it we're not collapsing down and falling back. We're trying to stay balanced hip over hip. You may not move the leg as high, but you move in better alignment, generating better strength. 2 more. Up and reach and up. Pause long and low. Circle. Circle 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. Keeping the core strong. 3, 2, 1. Good. Top leg, lifted hip height. From your core, float your bottom leg. Lower the bottom leg. And lift. Lower. Good. Continue there. An analogy we often use is your grandfather clock. Your upper body is a very stable frame. Your legs are the pendulum of that clock. The pendulum doesn't make the clock move back and forth, right? You maintain stability. Last time, hold both legs together. Take a little flutter kick for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's enough. All right, you're going to move to your belly. So we're rotating to our stomach, forehead resting on the hands, finding hip extension. Find that flow to both legs. Relax your shoulders gently down your back. Lower the legs. And again, lift the legs. Lower. Inhale, lift. Always go back to your breath. 2 more times and lift and lower and hold the lift. We call these heel beats. We close and open. We clap those inner thighs together. Yep. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the legs down. Switch sides. So elbow, shoulder, hip and heel, back edge of your mat. Lengthen yourself here. All the way through that back edge. And then just pause there. Do your shoulders feel like they're stacked one over the other? Do your hips feel like they're stacked? Could you create more space between this rib and hip bone? Try to lengthen and connect the underside, pulling your belt line together. From there, just float your feet. Find that easy flow to the legs that comes more from your side bodies than just the hips. Good. Now hold your float. We pike at the hips, bringing those legs to the front corner edge of your mat. Your bottom is still at the back edge of the mat. Top leg is hip height. Dynamic hamstring stretch. Inhale, front. Exhale, zipper up. Inhale, front. Keep your shoulders square. Notice if you're rocking your heart towards the mat as you press back. Try to keep yourself square. Inhale and exhale. Above all else, just breathe. 2 more. In and out and in. And hold that reach back. So this is hip extension. We lose it when we sit a lot. Draw your belly in. Take your top hand to the high diagonal. Feel the space like someone's holding your wrist. Somebody else has your ankle and you get a nice stretch. Return at home. Rotate hip, knee, toe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift like an old-fashioned water pump. It's light to lift up. You resist, press down. In and out for 3. Lift, press, stay square. Lift, hold 1. Circle. Okay. For 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Leg is long and loose. Working from the proximal core, closer to your core, at that glute region. Pause there. Good. All right. From here, lift that bottom leg up. Work the up and down a few times. Joseph Pilates said, if you're not feeling your core, you're missing the point. So even here on our side, the energy, the movement is generated from the center of our body. Hold both legs lifted here. Take them both down and lift them up. We'll move to our flutter kicks. Little scissor position here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, teaser time. So move to your back. We'll do our teaser, and we'll just finish up here. So let's do a modified teaser to begin. Walk your knees halfway out to straight. I haven't sweated this much in a month. There's a lot of energy into teaching and working, teaching, talking, all that good stuff. Right leg goes long, so you're hugging the midline. Now everybody put your hands on your abdominals. Take a breath in, gently sink your belly, feel your rib cage relax. There is strength and softness, right? We want to bend but not break. If you're rigid, might tend to be more of that stiff pushing through rather than finding some ease. Find ease even in difficult times. And teacher can be a little difficult. Take the arms back behind you. Can you take the arms back behind you without arching your back and without splaying the ribs up? That's your center. Stay strong in your center. Float the fingers. Curl chin to the chest. Reach, reach, reach to the horizon. Now you're still pulling back in your butt. Still pull back in the belly, but think about lengthening the sides. Awesome. And lower yourself back down. One more time on this side. Stay level through the hips. Float the arms. Try to keep your knees attached. Your knees stay together as we lift. Shoulders away from the ears. Switch legs. Opposite leg extends. Hug those inner thighs. Draw the belly back. Lower from your center. Slowly lower back down to the mat. Good job. One more time here. Float the arms. Peel. Curl up. Little head ramp. Never hurts. Can you float both feet from here? Little challenge. Good. Keep the legs where you have them. Lower your torso down to the mat. Use your hands if you need to. Good. So a bigger teaser. Keep the legs lifted. Sink your belly. Float. Peel. Reach to the horizon. Lower it back down one more time. It's the ultimate sit-up. Float. Peel. Reach. Smile. And return it back down. Good. Hug those knees in. Make a little circle. Let's just take a little stretch here on our back. Always a good time for a figure 4 stretch. Rest your feet to the mat. Cross right ankle over left thigh. Take your right hand, press it on your right thigh. We get jammed up in that hip joint. Feel like you're pressing the hip away from the pelvis. Breathe there. That may be enough of a stretch for you. However, if it's not, use the core strength to float the opposite leg. Left hand goes behind the left thigh, and feel that nice figure 4. Get back into your breath. That deep breath, it can really save us, right? From hasty, impulsive remarks, maybe from a reaction that we don't want to have, and we implement the pause with our breath, and just focus on that. And then bring that foot back down. Opposite ankle over knee, left hand on that left thigh. Gently pressing away. If you want to increase that stretch, try to lift from the depth of your core to find your floating figure four. I'm feeling counter stretch, pressing left hand to left thigh, but drawing that right thigh in towards my chest. There's so many distractions, and our energy doesn't know where to direct itself. So to come back to a yoga, to a Pilates, to a mindful movement exercise, just for 5-10 minutes, it doesn't have to be an hour, can be useful. All right, friends, uncross those legs. Let's take a gentle twist and tabletop. So your shins are parallel to the ceiling, the arms extend, the palms are up, slightly below shoulder level. Inhale here. As you exhale, gently rotate towards one side. I want that top thigh to feel long and active. We're not going all the way down. We're working into our obliques. Inhale back to the center. As you exhale, keep the back shoulder blades on the mat. That's control. That's one of our key principles. One more time. Inhale to your center. Exhale, opposite shoulder gently on the mat. Lengthen the side body out. Inhale back up. Exhale over. Return to your start. Rock and roll yourself up. The traditional ending for Pilates is a series of tricep push-ups. So let's come up to standing. Find your way to the back edge of your mat. Lift the arms up overhead. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, start to roll down through your spine. The tendency is going to be to want to hinge your hips back. See if you can get your spine moving. Let the spine articulate. Let it find space like a bike chain. Each part of that chain can move. Walk your hands out. 4, 3, 2, 1 to your plank position. Remember the skills we discussed at the beginning. Gently drawing the shoulder blades apart here. From there, you're going to keep the shoulder blades apart as you bend your elbows in towards your sides and press back up. So it's not really deep, and by all means, bring those knees down. I'd much rather you modify than encourage shoulder stress. Too many shoulder injuries. These small movements are fine. One more time there. And press. Find your plank again. Walk your hands back into your toes. Walk them back in. Everybody just pause. Appreciate gravity. Gently drawing you into some deeper spinal flexion. Bend your right knee. The left leg is straight. Bit of a hamstring stretch here. Good. Then the left knee, right leg is straight. And then return to neutral. Roll your body up, 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 up. Shoulders back and down. Take those hands behind you. Clasp them. Roll your shoulders back. Remember our cue. We want our heart to be in front of our head. Okay? So draw that chin slightly back. Gently lift the chest, but keep that rib cage connection. Breathe there. Let the arms rest at your sides. Take a little lateral side bend here. And bring it back up. Lateral bend opposite side. And bring it up. Take a little inventory of how you feel. I hope you are focused. You feel energized, perhaps a sense of strength, but also release. It's been my pleasure bringing Pilates to you. Thank you so much for visiting my she shed. Thank you to Auburn, taking time out of her busy college day. Have a wonderful day.